right, everybody. Welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 735. Yeah. We're back home at the old Kona Ranch. It was nice to be out and about over at the Jimenez's base shop out there in Covina. Cerritos. Why do I say Covina? Cerritos.
I have no idea.
Cerritos Auto Square.
By Buena Park.
Yeah, no limit. They're plugging in, asked me to come out there, and it was great to be out there and do a live Studying Brew. We'd love to do that for other people if they want to have us out there. Just saying. The summer is the time for us to come out and do that. This weekend we'll be in Las Vegas. We won't be doing a Studying Brew from there. We're going to leave Friday, and then we'll be back Sunday.
Yes.
It's kind of like a business / my birthday weekend. So we're going to do that. That's what we're going to do. So we'll be out in Vegas. We're not partying it up. I mean, we don't drink.
We don't gamble.
Yeah. I told Brandy I would go to the male strip club if she goes to the female strip club. We ain't do that. I'm just kidding. We're not doing that.
No.
But no, I mean, what else is there? I mean, there's, I know there's shows in Vegas, but
we don't even get into bathing suits and sit by a pool, guys.
No, we just sit in the air conditioning.
Yeah.
But anyways, so it's gonna be good.
Will people watch?
People watch. No, there's some stuff we're gonna do, and it's gonna be fun. So if you're in the area, we're gonna go check out some offices out there. Go stop in on some studiers, and so if you're in Vegas, just let us know, and we'll stop by.
Yeah.
Say what's up.
What's up?
And but if you're all brand new and you don't know what's going on, my name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs all the back office over here at KonaButterflyz. But you're not here for me. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and that Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know, so that way you too can get a pass notice this summer.
Yes.
Get that securities license. Be walking around the pool with your laminated copy.
I think we should get the shirts with the plastic sleeve. I'm down with that.
That's a whole level of that's above the notch of dorkiness beyond wearing Crocs. Said it, meant it. Crocs is, I don't care what anybody says. Those are foam shoes.
I mean, you might as well get a pocket protector.
It's like wearing Nerf footballs on your feet. I'm not doing it. Nope. Anyways, no judgment if you guys love it.
Yeah.
It's fine with me.
They're
But
cool.
yeah. nah, I'll just stay uncool.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with not being cool. All right, everybody, let's get the study on. It's so good to be here and back at home. We were gone all day long. All day.
Guys, when you're gone all day, don't count the hours.
Gone all day. Brandy likes to count the hours. I don't.
I do.
We barely made it on here for you guys.
Yeah.
Doing those normal adult things, truck's broken, got to go pick it up, all that stuff. Adulting, right?
Some days.
Our kids are living it up though. They're in Hawaii.
The heck, man.
But all right, everybody, if you want to know more about our our live sessions, our online courses and material, and our videos or audios, I just got hit up today, Brandy, by someone who failed for the third time.
Aww.
Or the third attempt, and they're just like fed up. And they're like, do you guys even have like stuff? I'm like, yeah, man. And she's like, we're always on the Studying Brew, but I don't know, do you guys have your own stuff? Yeah, we got our own stuff. You gotta stop skipping commercials, man. We got our own online on video. You gotta scan that QR code, sign up as a member. We got our own stuff. So if you're fed up too, you did good in your other studying plans, and then you go and take the exam and you just feel like you're missing something, or you just didn't get you over the hump, try us. We got those test taking techniques that push you over a little bit, give you that extra % you were looking for to get that pass notice.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can go fast, you can go slow. We have a 21-day plan. You can be like Angel, our passer yesterday. 5 weeks, guys. 5 weeks from the SIE through the 6. It would have been quicker, but he had to wait for the government and the U4 process. But 5 weeks, that ain't bad.
That's awesome.
That ain't bad.
Yep.
Study guides available for the SIE, the 6, and the 63. We got orientation replay, explains all that we do. We have the Kona community, which we're going to show you guys tonight because it is Discord Wednesday. We're going to take questions from the community. We're going to show you that. It's free. I would join it, but you'll see that and how that works. Brandy's over there. You can message her direct. I'm at 866-HEY-KONA, 866-439-5662. That's where you meet me at, or on Telegram. All you got to do is scan the QR code or hit the link in the chat. We got live sessions happening for tomorrow. We got our Series 6 first up to bat, and in that one, we are doing live techniques. It is live techniques for both of them.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Brandy's just going to open up a quiz out of a random Q bank, and she's just going to go show you how she'd answer them with those techniques, how she breaks them down like she would, live, unscripted, like just like you. Like, we're not picking questions just so they're easy to answer and show you the technique. No, just like you. That's how Brandy's doing it tomorrow. She's going to go over to do that for the 6 and the SIE. The fun starts at 7 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. in the East. SIE is at 11 a.m. in Hawaii, 2 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. in the East. Remember, these sessions are not recorded today or tomorrow because they were recorded on Tuesday. So check your, well, the Series 6 is recorded. SIE is not recorded, but the Series 6 will be recorded for later distribution and replays available for all those members in those tiers. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. Be there, right? All right, you ready?
Be square. Yeah.
Do we have any other announcements?
No.
All right, no other announcements. All right, we're gonna get after this. We're gonna go right into the Discord. I hope people left some questions.
Oh yeah.
Brandy says that they did. It's awesome. So this is our Discord. If you're not on the Discord, this is all the channel. Brandy's just diving in there.
No,
this is all the, so you start here, right? And if you don't know what to do, there's a little PDF right there on the screen, right underneath the video that you can also watch, but there's a PDF that'll have written instruction on how to do that. I think Brandy's lost.
No, Brandy's not lost. I was just trying to think of some way to kind of highlight it without doing this.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah, I was like, isn't there like a cool like little like red thing? And I realized it's on Notability, not on just share screen.
And then if you want to message Brandy direct, it's pretty simple. You're just going to go ahead and just look for her name right there in that directory, click on it, and then go ahead and just message her direct. There's a drop down message and you can just do that. Pick your study groups when you do get in here, so that way we know what you're studying. And if you're a member, you definitely got to let me know, because there's a whole library that's available for all the members. I'll probably need to check your name and make sure that you are a member, so that way you get access to all that stuff. And then the channels on the left are all the different resources and channels you can go into. We have Studying Brew, YouTube, the members library. We got all the study channels up there at the top, test dates. We have a whole community just waiting for it. We even have passers. We got our whole Kona Hall of Fame. But right now we're going to focus right where Brandy's at. That is our study channel. That's for the SIE.
Yep.
And this is where people are posting questions. Look at this. We got Tim Lewis out there in Ohio. He went ahead and posted a couple questions here. So here we go.
I'm with you on this one. The demand side theory. That's new. Like that's not even on the exam.
So what did we learn from that? It's not on the exam. So who cares? Moving on.
But we have some more. Right.
So if you see that question, guys, don't
right,
worry about it.
Exactly. All right. I'm trying to think. Is this on the exam? No, but you know what? It's not on the exam, but I think this is a good point. This is going to hit on a couple of different things. So it's important to break it down.
By the way, it's important to go over these kinds of questions because you got to know why you got it wrong.
Oh, yes.
And then when you look at these questions, you got to go, why did I get it wrong?
Yep.
And how do I not get it wrong again?
Exactly.
Always. When you're studying your quizzes, that's what you should always do.
Exactly. All right. You ready? Yeah. Okay. So basically I'm looking at my answers, right? And then it has like this whole like 930 plus 8%. I got 1080, 1040, or just a straight up 1000. Okay. So those are my observations, right? So the question says I purchased an 8% coupon at 93. I'm going to mature in 2028. What will I receive at maturity? So what we receive at maturity. Say that 10 times fast.
What will the investor receive at maturity?
We are going to get our par plus our last payment. Okay. Our par plus our last payment. So there's a couple of things that you guys have to memorize. And I'm sorry, there's no other way around this. Okay. This is just something that you have to learn in the SIE. It's going to carry you through all of the other exams, right? Par value on a bond is $1,000.
Always?
Always. Well,
in the exam.
unless
it's stated otherwise.
stated. But I have yet to see a bond not stated. Well, I have yet to see a bond that's not $1,000 at par.
So you just have to know that so good thing you're on here tonight, right?
Right.
So you know that par is always going to be 1,000.
Exactly.
Pretty much always.
Pretty much always. I think, guys, I've been in quiz questions now for 8 years. I have passed 5 exams. I think I've seen one question out of all of these that was not $1,000 par value bond. That's how rare.
99.9% of the time.
Exactly. Okay, so and then it says the last payment. So another thing you guys have to memorize is the fact that interest is semi-annual, right? Semi-annual. So that means 2, right? Semi-annual, annual is
2
1,
payments, right?
annual's 2.
Semi, right? 2
Right.
of those semi-annual is an annual, right?
Exactly.
I don't know how to explain it any other way.
Exactly. Right. So what I do, guys, this is something that I trained myself to do when I was studying, is that when I see an 8% corporate bond, I go 8%, add a dollar sign, add a 0, a year, or 2 payments of 40. Like, I immediately just do that chain. Add a dollar sign, add a 0, divide by 2.
You guys should do that too.
Yes. So add a dollar sign, add a 0, divide by 2. Guys, every single time. Like, it's just like second nature to me now, right? 8%, $80 a year, 2 payments of 40. Boom.
Is
boom,
it
boom.
always divide by 2 because you know
Yes.
that they're always semi-annual?
Yes. Well, not always. Jenny Mays are monthly, but we never have to figure that one out.
No, I said on a corporate bond, not a Jenny Mae.
Oh yeah, corporate bonds, yes, semi-annual.
All right.
Yeah. See, I get caught up in the always. Notice, usually not true. Okay, stop. This doesn't matter because they're asking what we're getting at maturity. So my par value plus my last payment, 1040. There you go.
There you go.
Yep. Okay, cool.
The 93 means nothing.
Yep. All right. So let's hit a series 6. Why are you guys always posting math?
I don't know.
You guys always post numbers. Let's get out of it. But this is a good one to know. Get out of there. This is a good one to know because I don't know if you actually have to do the math on this one, but this is a perfect example, especially if you guys are going into the series 6. This is a perfect example of how dollar cost averaging works. Okay. So dollar cost averaging, let's get some, right? My screenshot. Okay. So what's happening here, guys, just so that you know, I'm going to have to read this because I know that's really small and you guys can't see it, but I got $5.45. I got $100, $15.79, and $18.33. Okay. The question says we've been investing $100 per month, right? And we've been doing that for 3 months. Okay. The purchase prices were $20, $25, and 10, and they're asking what is our average cost per share. So now the simple thing to do would be like, I put in 300, right? I'm going to add up all those number of shares, right? What's 20 plus 25 is 45, 55, right? And I'm just going to divide 55 by 3. Okay. That's what they want you to do.
Okay.
But that's not dollar cost averaging.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's wrong.
That's wrong.
I'll get you the wrong answer if you did just what you just said.
Exactly. So I'm going to go 100, not 100 times, 100 divided by 20. That gives me 5 shares. 5 shares. 50 shares? 50 shares. Forget all my zeros. Then I'm going to go 100 divided by 25, and that's going to give me 40 shares. And then I'm going to go 100 divided by 10. That's going to give me 10 shares. No. Yeah? Dang it. Seems like not enough shares. 100 shares? What the heck? Bro, what is happening to my brain right now? I'm all,
Been gone all day.
that's
10.
Must be
Marche
10.
says 10.
Yeah. Okay. So then these are not, these are like that, right? Oops, I'm putting too many zeros. See, I told you guys with the math. No, it's 5. Okay, see, I was right the first time.
Yep, you're
All
right.
Okay, so I got 19 shares, right? 19 shares, right? 5 plus 4 plus 10 equals 19 shares. And now I'm going to take my $300 that I paid, and now I'm going to divide it, right? I'm going to go 19.
Into 300?
No, the other way. 300 into 19. Wait, 300 divided by 19. It's just easier that way. I don't know fractions. Isn't that crazy? I don't know fractions. There you go. 1578. 1579.
Round it up because there is a 9 because it's 1578, 9 something or other.
Right.
79 cents.
So if I had to do, so I got this question wrong, right? So then I had to read that crazy explanation and do the math by myself. So how would I remember this next time
Or
without
simplify it? Yeah,
Right.
without all the math.
without the
You
math,
can't remember.
right? So, right, because
You're in the exam. You're not gonna remember.
exactly. So if I do it the simple way, right, where I go my 300, right, 20, 25, that's 55, and I divide by 55 and I get 1883. Here's what I'm gonna say. Pick the next smaller number. Look at our answer choices. 1883, 1579. What was our actual answer?
Why would you pick the smaller one, the next smaller? What's the logic behind that?
Because it's how do I want to say it? The whole idea of dollar cost averaging is that you're buying more when shares are cheaper and you're buying less when shares are more. So you are actually, it's the average cost per share, not the average price per share. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This would be the average price. This is the average cost per share. Okay. Make sense?
So it'd be 300, and then you add all those things up, 55.
Mhm.
You're gonna get 1833, and then you would have picked the one next lowest
Right.
price.
Exactly. There you go. And then you won't have to do all that crazy math.
And remember, guys, it's not a math exam, and they don't care that you got that based on that crazy math.
Exactly.
That's if you can't remember anyway. If you can't, if you know how to do that and you remember the math and the whole thing, you're awesome. But if you can't, because you got an A personality and you barely sit there,
just do the math you think and take the next lower number.
Yep.
Okay. So I want to show you guys this one because I laugh because Christina posted this, right? And she's like, oh my gosh, I totally would have got this wrong if I overthought. Guys, look, the answer says exempt, barter, non-exempt, special issuer. That means exempt and non-exempt are opposite of each other, right?
Yes.
Okay. The question says, which of the following best defines a transaction that is exempt? Exempt. Now here's the answer. Look at that explanation. What the heck, man? Don't make me feel bad if I picked the wrong one if I overthought.
Yeah, it's not a trick, fool.
Right.
That's what they're saying to tell you.
But you will feel very embarrassed if you answered it incorrectly. I was like, dude, did they take a page and a Kaplan on this explanation? Like, that's just kind of mean. That was like the meanest explanation I've ever seen.
Exempt.
I know, but
exempt does mean exempt.
But it is the points.
It is the point
of that. Okay. So actually,
literally don't think too hard.
Exactly. All righty. So
someone's got their window open.
Yes, he does. Okay.
Who's this?
This is Jason.
All right, Jason.
Okay. Jeremiah can sell them for Jill without providing any notice to Island Trust. I'm assuming Island Trust is their broker dealer. Jeremiah cannot sell them for Jill under any circumstances. This is like a never, and that's rarely true, right? So that's probably not true, right? Jeremiah can sell them for Jill as long as he provides advance written notice. And Jeremiah can sell them to Jill as long as he provides advance written notice and receives approval. So what I'm looking for when I go into this question, right, is that this is a private securities transaction. Guys, that's on every exam, private securities transaction with comp. C is a private securities transaction with no compensation. And A would only be right if Jeremiah and Jill were immediate family. Okay. Or had some sort of close relationship. Does that make sense?
That's the only way that would be possible.
That's the only way that's possible. And a lot of people, hint. A lot of people that study with us and pass the 26 tell us the more work you do in your answers before you get to that question,
the better.
The easier it is to pass the 26.
So really observe and take note on those answers before you even look at the question.
Exactly. So I'm looking for what I wrote in the blue. Does that make sense? Okay. Jeremiah is a registered rep at Island Trust Brokerage. His sister. I think his sister is immediate family.
Yes.
Boom, done. That's the answer. But you guys see what we did there? We made our connections. We used knowledge. I mean, we used our content. I knew what to look for. It's the fact that it's his sister and immediate family.
Yes.
Okay. So that is the answer when it's immediate family. All right. I don't want to do math. Oh, that was a joke anyways.
That was another.
These both are kind of jokes. So.
Oh, are they? What's the funny joke part?
So if you guys are in Primerica, there is a one of like his name is Mike Sharp. A lot of money in Primerica, been around for a while. Well, there's also this thing called the Sharp ratio. Totally unrelated Sharps. So he said, what does Mike Sharp have to do with securities?
Oh, got it. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, so it's a joke.
I hope he understands why you got it wrong though.
Yes, because he got the next Sharp ratio question right.
Ah,
see?
There you go. The power of knowing why you got it wrong and not we're getting it wrong again.
Exactly. And then he said he broke Solomon because they're both right. Right. Okay. So I have another series 6 question and then we'll go back up to the SIE. Okay. So, okay. This is a very common quiz question. And it's one of these quiz questions that tells you to make sure to read the question. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So David must pay short-term capital gains on the distribution since he held the shares for less than a year. Okay, so I got to look here. Are we talking about David doing a redemption? Okay. B says David must pay long-term capital gains on the distribution. This would be from the fund. Okay, from the fund.
Like he took money out of the fund?
No, like the fund sold an asset and then they got a gain and then they gave that gain to the shareholders.
Got it.
Okay. David will not have to pay any taxes on the distribution because he purchased a share. This is just simply not true. There's taxes. And then David must pay taxes on the distribution at his ordinary income rate. This would be short term. Okay. And again, because we're talking about distributions, it would be fund. Oh, check this out. It says distribution. I skipped over the word distribution. I said, well, this would only be true if David redeemed. But see how each answer choice is talking about the distribution?
Right.
That's all from the fund. So that wouldn't have anything to do with that. So I'm eliminating A and C right away. Right away. So it says this in December, David purchased 1,000 shares. In February, he received a Form 1099, blah, 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 resulting from a long-term capital gain distribution. Which of the following best describes tax implications for David as a result of the capital gain distribution? Well, it tells you right here it's long-term. So it tells you right here it's long-term. That's a boop, boop. Boop, boop. No overthinking.
It's a little boop boop.
Just boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop.
Just looking for that long term.
Yes, exactly. All right. Oops.
I hope you guys are getting the gist of like not thinking too much.
Okay, I did a Marche's question. Why you guys always post math? Yeah. That was wrong. That one's complicated. Okay, let's do this.
You want to knock out the math? No.
I don't want to.
Like you can't avoid it.
I know. Look at you guys. I think you guys do. Oh, let's talk about this. I think you guys do it on purpose. I think you guys love to do that on purpose.
And there's not that much math.
There's not. And that's why
Angel, our pastor, the other day said, he said, when I took the SIE, if you pick up your calculator, you're doing it wrong.
He said, if you pick up your calculator when you do your SIE,
you're thinking too much.
You thought too much. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, all right, let's talk about these ones though, because this is one that when I was studying for my 6 used to confuse me like crazy. And then I would go, why? Like, honestly, guys, this is what would happen. This topic right here would confuse me so much. And then I would say, why do we have to learn this? And then I realized it's to confuse us. It's one of those things that like probably is very rarely like done in the real world, but because it's a confusing thing, it's like teaches you guys to pay attention. Does that make sense? So I have preferred stock, I have corporate bonds, I have US Treasury notes, and I have income bonds. Okay. And the question says, if investors have income listed as their investment objective, they would not hold which of the following securities in their portfolio. Now, fun fact, all 4 of these on the surface are for income. Okay.
Right. Well, even one says income bonds.
Right. But if you notice, it's the answer. So wait, how could not? So this is for income. Corporate bonds are for income. T-notes are for income. But guess what? Income bonds are not for income. What the heck then? Why are they called income bonds if they're not for income?
They're to confuse you.
It's because they are issued to corporations, for corporations that need to pay the income of their employees, not you, the bondholder, but the corporation that just filed for bankruptcy and has no money to pay for their employees while they're kind of closing out or doing a reorganization, right? So they pay the income of the employees. But the reason why they're not for income for the bondholder is because they only have to pay the interest on these bonds only if the board of directors says they can. So they might not ever pay these bonds back. These things are super crazy risky, but yet if they do pay, they pay good. But these things are like crazy risky, and you guys only see them on the SIE. And I truly feel like the reason why you guys still see them in your SIE quiz questions on Kaplan is because I had this same exact quiz question 8 years ago when I was studying for my Series 6, my original Series 6. This exact question. Just saying.
Not updated. All the 2.0s, 3.0s still got questions from the Series 6, 7 to 8 years ago.
Right.
Well, there you go. There you go. That's what we have to say about them. Guys, post your questions up on the Discord, and then Brandy will go back and answer those math ones that everybody has on there.
I will.
She will get to it.
I will.
It's just not as fun at 10 o'clock at night to go over math questions and people passing out like Tim. He's in Ohio at 1 a.m, literally falling asleep as she goes through those math ones. And always remember, these are not math exams.
No.
Don't get caught up in the math. Guys, the worst thing that happens all the time to studiers, this is what happens all the time. They have a topic that they're not so good at, right? That's really heavy, like either the math or like options or bonds. Oh, it always confuses me. And they spend almost all of their study time worrying and going over those types of questions or just revisiting those videos, and they neglect all the other parts of the exam. And then they get to the exam, and guess what? They get only one question from what they were really worried about.
Yes.
And guess what? They get nothing but questions on the stuff that they didn't pay attention to the whole entire time.
Absolutely.
Because they're so focused on those things that are difficult.
Correct.
To them.
Correct.
You can't do that. Don't trip out. And if you're a member, plug in with Brandy. Be on those lives. Ask her, I'm really tripping out on this stuff. Right. Be honest, right? That's where your mind's at. She'll tell you what you need to know about it and say, hey, there's not that many questions on that. Or, hey, just look at it differently.
Let's just say this. In a section that might have like the most math, let's say you had 4 out of 33 questions with math on it, guys. Even if you bombed all 4 questions with the math, you're still getting an 87% in that section. You're good.
There you go. It's not an all math exam.
No.
Quit tripping.
Nah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll be back tomorrow with live sessions for the members. We will have the Studying Brew Series 6. That means we're going to go over 6 different exams, 6 questions, all answered with test taking techniques. It's so good to be on here with all you guys. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. And keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Guys, thank you so much for being on. Don't forget to do the why wrong when you guys take your quizzes. Remember why you got it wrong. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great one.
Yeah.